first, gentlemen, how are you?
Very well.
Good man, enjoying
our time in Holland.
Yeah.
It's very good to hear.
The thing is, I find it really hard to pronounce. We find a lot of English words hard to pronounce, so the Dutch words are even harder. So like with the city we're in right now, I have no idea how to say it, man.
Groningen.
Man.
Groningen.
That is quite similar.
We've got like Ekkelfekken. Is that
or Brieg.
Or Brieg. Aye, the kingdom of Brieg.
So every time when we're playing at the moment, I feel really bad because I keep having to say like, hello, Holland. It's pretty general, man.
No, I think Amsterdam's worse though.
I don't want to offend them, man.
Also, man, we keep cracking jokes, like thinking we're fucking hilarious, man. But it's like meeting blank faces, and then we're like, oh, it's all good. They must not understand us, and then they laugh at some jokes, and you're like, bastard. We're just not funny.
I think there's some stuff like that. Lost interest.
Yeah, definitely. We played in a record store today, and people were uploading video like, these guys are great, can't understand a word they're saying. Like I named one song, like, because we didn't have a name for this song yet, and I said this song's called "Silence in a Record Store," and someone's in Holland, and someone's uploaded it to YouTube already called "Silence in a Record Store."
In Holland.
Song. Oh well, it's working.
Good enough. So where I want to start with is you guys know each other for quite a while.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is there something you've discovered about each other in the last year that you didn't know?
Yeah, well,
Jack's got curly hair. I just realised that 2 days ago.
We found out that basically when we were starting this band, we started doing a bit better. We realised like there was something missing, and we looked around at all the other bands.
And we're like, what are we doing wrong?
What are we doing wrong?
Other
we looked at all the bands
doing.
at places like this and realised everybody's got white socks on.
So, do you know what we've done? We bought some white socks.
So we discovered that this year.
And since I've worn the white socks, I've been stopped 3 times in the street and asked if I was in a band. Like, that's not a lie. That is genuinely true. I only started wearing these 4 days ago. 3 times in 4 days.
We were at a record label last week, and the head guy said to us, you guys are really starting to look like a band.
We're actually going to get t-shirts printed saying, finally, a band. And it's all down to these puppies.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's what we've discovered this year.
Let me ask you this then, because what for you is it to be in a band? What does that mean?
I think for us, like, it's one of those questions you kind of, when you get asked, you don't know what to say. We were talking about it the other day.
Like, what are you?
I think like for us being a band is being able to like kind of write songs about things that you kind of probably find hard to talk about, or other people find hard to talk about, and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? And just being able to kind of express yourself and not have to kind of actually say things out loud that you're feeling.
Yeah. And it's kind of about just getting to be creative with your actual emotions rather than like having to convey them in like an actual literal sense. Do you know what I mean? Like,
if that makes any sense, but it's real fucking deep, man.
Yeah, it's from 0 to 100, right? White socks to I have emotions.
Broken families.
Broken family vibes right now.
I can imagine that. Was that kind of what started the band? Because usually when it starts, it's just fooling around.
What started was at school because like a lot of people at school in our hometown, nobody was really interested in going to school or
we
doing
didn't have many hopes or dreams.
And the music was the kind of thing that allowed us when we weren't going to classes just to go play guitar and stuff like that. And at the weekends we would kind of all get together with our friends and play guitars in the forests and drink cider and stuff like that. Right. It was just something that brought us all together.
There's something beautiful about it.
Something we were all interested in, you know what I mean? So we would go to gigs and just want to try and imitate that, imitate our favourite bands.
Like you mentioned, jokingly of course, but that in Scotland you didn't have any dreams. But when did it
become?
Well, previously, like he was a joiner, like a carpenter, and I was like a roof slater and tiler.
Right. The drummer, he's a mechanic, and Joe the guitarist, he's just a stoner.
He is. That's his technical term is qualified. He's got papers, like from school, like qualified stoner. Right, so that's kind of he'd put a lot of energy in.
The thing is, like, we've always played music when we were younger and realised like it kind of didn't seem to be going anywhere and stuff like that, so we had to like move into the real world, got our jobs and stuff like that, and realised maybe
the real world's fucking scary.
Maybe we should have stuck in music, so we got back into it and stuff like that, and just put some music online, just kind of like a really kind of home demo style thing, and noticed we're getting a bit of traction online and stuff like that. So put a few gigs on and stuff like that, and they're like, people actually like this shit, shockingly.
Well, were you surprised?
Yeah, a bit, man. I was surprised at how quickly like it went from like not playing any gigs to playing like our headline gigs selling out in minutes and stuff like that, and we're like, and we thought it was maybe just a Scottish thing. We thought it was maybe like blind luck, and then it started happening in England and stuff like that as well. And we're like, right, let's quit our fucking jobs.
See, although it was a surprise, like we always knew there was like something special, but it was just about trying to like bring that to everywhere, and then it just started happening, and we were like, yes, this has happened.
But could you feel it when you were making the songs that you had something?
Definitely, I think as well. As soon as we felt like people were interested, it just kind of made us turn the speed up. We were practicing every day, and we still do. It's just all the time, just making sure that the hard work was going into it, because we just reap the benefits in music when you put the time in. So it's kind of like just kept spurring us on. And you get to like drink beers. Like,
just all the time. We get paid in beer, but also. Then it kind of gets to like, once we'd left our jobs, it was like the real world is just there chasing you. So it's like that kind of encourages us, like everything needs to be better because the real world is still hunting us down every day. So it's like now it's just like it's part of the struggle. Do you know what I mean? Like we just want to do what we do forever.
But especially these first couple of years, it's a lot of grind, I suppose, and it's a lot of paying your dues in a way. So how do you keep spirits high? I
think what's quite good about it is it's like there's a lot of kind of ups and downs. So like when we're playing in Scotland and stuff like that, we like get a big full crew in and we don't have to lift a finger and everybody treats us like gods. And then we come over to Holland and then we're having to lift our own fucking guitars.
I don't have a pedal board. I just have a giant suitcase with my pedals in it. And
people aren't rolling out the red carpet when we go into Starbucks.
I know, it makes no sense, man. I have not had a single free Frappuccino since I arrived. Do you know how much that hurts me as an artist?
But I think it's good. I think it's good just kind of taking your sound to the next city, and you come to a place like Holland, you have to kind of downgrade your sound, just with the kind of travel restraints and stuff like that, and you kind of have to strip it back to basics and stuff and just make sure and hope that your songs shine through, if you know what I mean.
Well, because one of the things about your music, and it's that word anthemic, but you do envision in a way larger audiences, right?
100%. That's kind of one thing. Like we're kind of pretty, although you might not think it, but we're pretty like kind of shy and nervous and stuff when we actually go on stage. So. But when we've got like in Scotland or in England, we've got these big huge crowds that just kind of turns everything upside down for us. We're super confident and stuff like that, and it's just we like to make sure that the crowd is like a bigger part of the show as we are, man.
They are like a pure integral.
Like an instrument, do you know what I mean? I think a lot of people forget that now.
The crowd is something utilised just as much as like any guitar or bass or drumming. Like, do you know what I mean? So the energy you got off a crowd is like completely different to anything else.
If you can get like a fucking 2,000 strong crowd singing every word, it doesn't really matter how you sound. Or people in the room are just everybody's together, so it's kind of a big part of what we do. And I think, if I'm being honest, I feel like a lot of kind of guitar bands and stuff like that are forgetting that that's kind of a huge part of what guitar music is to me. Is like kind of having that kind of bond between the band and the crowd. Do you know what I mean?
And
it's like the fun digging there.
Also, man, it's like even when we're like writing the songs, man, it's like you know when you're writing them what the crowd are going to do. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you know what each bit's for, and especially in our early kind of like formative years, that's what it was all about the crowd. Do you know what I mean? Like, we spent a long time kind of cultivating that skill. And
we were kind of like, especially our early demos, we were like fuck Spotify and Apple, and it's like we just want to make sure people come to the shows first, you know what I mean? And then when that starts growing, you can go like, let's kind of refine this, let's make it good on record and stuff like that.
Just to make that clear, now we absolutely love Spotify,
and Apple.
And Amazon streaming services, which you can find all our songs on.
But do you know what I mean though? We tried to start with kind of grassroots kind of side of things.
Kind of cultivating, like you say, cultivate your audience first.
It was about the live show for a while for us. It was really important to kind of make sure that everybody was a part of the show.
Can I assume you're quite ambitious in that sense?
100%. We might be the best band in the world. We always have. Do you know what I mean? There's definitely two people in this room that believe that we are.
Yeah, and then I also know there is two people outside this room that also believe we are, and that would be Jack's mum, drummer, and my uncle.
But it's important for us. Like, it's definitely something that spurs you on, especially with like a real kind of decrease in like how popular guitar music is. It's something that we kind of really aspire to make sure that it can get out in the forefront again and inspire younger generations to make bands and pick up the guitar and stuff like that, and just start writing songs about kind of how they're feeling and stuff like that. It's important for us.
At the end of the day, I don't think it's too egotistical to think everybody wants to make a footprint in the world. Do you know what I mean? Like, you want to be remembered for fucking something, and I would rather be this.
If you're remembered for
like committing war crimes or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is quite wholesome. Like, this is beautiful what we're saying. These words are beautiful. Deny that.
I was just thinking, like you say, it's probably very easy to get very famous, but for all the wrong reasons.
Exactly, you know what I mean? You know?
That's why we don't bring the other two. Then,
One of them's a war criminal.
But I want to get into a couple of songs just a little bit more, like All Your Friends, because we've talked kind of a little bit about the sound, but there's some substance to it as well.
Yeah.
So a song like that, how does that arrive?
I think it's one. It's actually like I think it's one of our favourite songs to play, just for like multiple reasons. But I mean, we went over to LA in January, and that was like completely out of our comfort zone with our producer that just put us right out of our comfort zone and stuff like that. And that was just kind of the first song that really materialised for that. It was the first song I feel like we've ever written in a studio or kind of written just like on the spot. We know kind of live rehearsals or written something like that. It's just a song that we love. We still love playing.
Man, it was just raw at the time. It was still raw now.
We stripped back, like we took away all our favourite amps, all our favourite pedals, all our favourite guitars, and it was just kind of like that. Kind of what can you do with all your toys, really? And that's kind of how that song materialised, and it kind of managed to keep a depth, like what the lyrics are speaking about and stuff like that, stuff that's really close to us, at home in Scotland and like across a lot of other countries and stuff like that. So it's definitely we love that song.
It's
probably one of the like few songs that we would actually. We're pretty critical of our music, but we're like, we
it almost is perfect.
Like you say, is it then? Do you try to find ways to challenge yourselves by kind of stripping it back and then seeing how you can?
I think it's the only way that we actually kind of work as a band. Every time we start feeling comfortable in what we're doing, we start like.
You kind of lose your way a bit when you get too comfortable.
You lose like the reason why you're trying to write music and stuff like that. You start writing like to a formula rather than like to like kind of deepest roots of music. You know what I mean? So it's like that song like that, for example, is just great for us and like all the people who loved us already. And brought a lot of new people along to our shows and stuff, so great for us. And we built the world's biggest microwave as well
for the music video.
And played inside it.
World's first.
Against everybody said that it couldn't be done.
I heard that so many times, and then I seen the giant microwave, and it's like.
You should watch it. I think it's fucking awesome.
All Your Friends by the Snuts.
Can I assume then, because this is one of a couple songs, Juan Belmonte as well, another one. Is this kind of the lead up towards a full album?
Well, I think one of the things that kind of people find it hard to get in their head about Snuts. Every song seems like a lot different to the last. Every release is something we challenge ourselves to do, to not kind of put ourselves into one kind of bracket. We like to think we're kind of an indie alternate band, but every single that we put out, we like to make sure that it's kind of polar opposite for the last. So I think Juan Belmonte was a really good example of that. It's just something that was a wee bit more of a groove and a vibe rather than like this kind of big song that people were kind of used to from us. It was just something that we kind of enjoyed playing around with. And the next single we're about to put out is something even fucking more different and more challenging for us. So it's just about like it just keeps us motivated to just kind of try new sounds and take risks when you're putting out music. Because we probably could have wrote 10 songs like All Your Friends because it done really well for us. But that was just like, let's not do that.
It stagnates you, do you know what I mean? It becomes stale. You just keep doing that over and over again, do you know what I mean?
I want people to kind of go like, who do they? Like, you don't want it to be compared to another band. You want people to go, I don't know who they sound like. They maybe sound a bit like this and a bit like that, but they're not just a kind of recreation of a band you already love.
So this is almost like rediscovering yourselves every time around.
And it's quite risky and it's quite hard to,
it's hard to digest as you're doing it as well.
Especially when you're making your debut record, it's pretty hard to, when you're bringing out, you're putting together all these songs that are so polar opposite for the last, try to just kind of categorise that into a record, but I think that's what's going to be beautiful about it. I hope.
Gentlemen, thank you very much
Thanks
for your time.
Thank you for your time, man. Thank you.
Sorry about the light.
Oh, it's all good, man.
I think that was a bit of a nice finale.
That was comprehensive, man.
Yeah, I wasn't very
thank you.
professional.
Thanks very much, man. It was great, man.
Man, I enjoyed it.
Thank you so much.